right, so the New York Yankees have made a signing, and they have signed Max Fried from the Atlanta Braves. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the Big Blue in the Bronx YouTube channel. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or video drops. Appreciate all coming back. Share this out, do all the good stuff. Check out some of our other content coming out. And hopefully the Yankees make some more moves so we have more content coming your way. While I was in school doing a couple of different projects, the New York Yankees have signed Max Fried, and they had interest at the beginning of the offseason with Max Fried. And as I was seeing reports of the offseason, they had interest in him. They were willing to go to the 7-8 year route, and that's what they ended up doing, right? They ended up signing Max Fried to this long-term contract, which also is a record holder for, I think it's long-term contract-wise, in terms of 8 years, and also the amount of money total, $218 million, which, if you do the math, is about $27.25 per year, which is around Carlos Rodon's salary. Fried, going over his stats and stuff like that, and his accolades, Fried is 30 years old, two-time All-Star, World Series champion once, All-MLB First Team 2021, 2022, and All-MLB Second Team Silver Slugger Award winner in 2021. That's interesting. I don't know if that's true or not, but nonetheless, 2020, 2021, 2022 is where he won the Gold Glove Award. As for his stats last year with the Atlanta Braves, 3.25 ERA in 29 starts, which is the third most in his career. 3.25 ERA, opposing average 226, 166 strikeouts, which is the third most in his career, 57 walks, total of 174.1 innings pitched, which is the second most in his career. The year prior, 14 starts only, 8-1, 2.55 ERA, 242, opposing average 80 strikeouts, and 77.2 innings pitched. And that's that. Of course, if you go to the analytical side of things, he's got a couple of different pitches: the four-seamer, the curveball, the sinker, the changeup, the sweeper, the slider, and the cutter. Now, as far as how he ranks with those pitches and how players hit against them, based off 2024, he had an opposing average of 266 on that four-seam fastball, 5 home runs, 38 strikeouts, a put-away percentage of 17, and a whiff percentage of 18.2. As far as the curveball goes, 154 batting average against, 57 strikeouts, 5 home runs, 30.6 put-away percentage, and 37.1 whiff percentage. So one of his better pitches. Sinker had a total of 21 strikeouts on that, 265 batting average, a whiff percentage of 13.7, and a put-away percentage of 16.7. Moving to the changeup, we're almost done here. Changeup 196, 14 Ks, 1 homer allowed, 25.1 whiff, 14.4 put away. Moving to the sweeper, 167 opposing average. No home runs, 18 strikeouts, 35.8 whiff percentage, 30% on the put away. And the final two pitches, the slider, 220 opposing average on that, 12 strikeouts, 1 home run, 29.7 whiff, 17.9% put away, and cutter, 286 batting average, which is the least thrown out of all those, 1 home run, 6 strikeouts, 28.6 whiff, 17.1 put away percentage. So in terms of his contract value at face value, $218 million total, that puts him as the third highest paid pitcher in baseball. In terms of years, where does that put him? Third highest between Aaron Nola and Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole at 2, Yoshinobu Yamamoto at 1. And in terms of AAV, he sits right now at 6, Tyler Glasnow at 5. You got Garrett Cole at 4, Blake Snell at 3 with the Dodgers, Jacob deGrom at 2, and Zach Wheeler at 1. So my thoughts on this, and this is going to collide with the stats I'm bringing up right now, not really stats, but they're events, if you will, is Max Fried. He's been dominant. He's been one of the best pitchers in baseball, obviously a part of that Braves team that has gone to the playoffs year after year after year. But my issue with the Yankees giving him 8 years is that he is very injury prone. Now, obviously, he's not going to play all the 8 years. He's probably going to get cut at some point, and they eat the money and all that other shit. But he's had quite an injury history. If you look at his career, according to Fox Sports, last year he had a forearm injury dating back to July. He had a finger blister that affected him really badly in September of 23. In May of 23, he had a forearm injury. In March of 23, he had a left hamstring injury. Illness, who cares? He had a head injury in 2022, had a finger injury in July of 21, had a hand injury in May of 21, he had a hamstring injury in April 21. So I think, personally, how I feel about this contract for right now, and of course the Yankees need to go after bats. They should go after Teoscar Hernandez. They should go after a couple of different more options. But I think, not a fan of the years. The value, I think, is pretty good, though. $27.25 million per year. He's been one of the best pitchers in baseball, and he's better than Rodon. Like, the Rodon contract was, not great now looking at it, revisionist 2020 history. But he was coming off a really good year. He had one or two good years, but they never matched the value of Max Fried. So that's one thing you could say, that Brian Cashman did better with this contract than he did Carlos Rodon. And you're paying for it too, and you're really being flexible in the rotation because you got Cole, you got Max Fried, you got Carlos Rodon, you got Clark Schmidt and Luis Gil in there, and that makes Nestor Cortez and Marcus Stroman expendable. So the New York Yankees will have to find some routes for them in terms of trade. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did the Yankees make the right move? Did they not make the right move? I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.